bad for me.
One hit,
Bad for me.
one kiss.
Bad for me. But I give in so easily. And no thank you is how it should have gone. I should stay strong, but I'm
It's summertime. What better way to kick back and relax than to win some crypto? All you got to do is be a subscriber and like and comment on all of our videos during the months of July and August for your maximum number of entries. We'll have 17 winners and it's decentralized, so you get to pick the crypto, any coin that you want if you are a winner. So make sure you subscribe and get your chance to enter today. Was Binance hacked for KYC and passport photos? That's the buzz going on around the crypto world. We got a lot of other stories talking about Israel banks not allowing their customers to deposit funds from Bitcoin earnings. Also going to be looking at shark Kevin O'Leary telling Pomp he's irresponsible. And also, we're going to be looking at the price action of Bitcoin right now because it has been up and down for sure. If you missed last night's altcoin video, I will pop that up above if you would like to check on that. Today we are talking the greater world of crypto and Bitcoin, or midday, I guess it is. I meant to put this out earlier, but investigating the Binance hack took a long time. Here we go. We see Bitcoin down to $11,570. And people want to know, is this because of the Binance hack that we're having this drop in price? Well, doesn't seem to be, because Binance coin is up 5, almost 6%. So very interesting. I don't know, maybe CZ pumping the price up there. We look at the crypto markets at large. We'll see $302 billion for Bitcoin. Right now, coin market cap coming in at $11,600. Bitcoin dominance climbing 0.3% to 68.1. Now, I've got the 7-day chart pulled up here for Bitcoin, and we're going to show you guys kind of exactly what happened. Is the price was really kind of stable, and then all of a sudden, boom, boomed up, and then barred down. Now, I'm going to tell you guys why I don't believe this is associated with the Binance hack. The Binance hack was known hours and hours and hours before this, and we still had a ride up. In fact, a lot of people placed shorts thinking the price was going to go down, and 63.4 million, I believe is the number, we'll double check in a second, $1 million worth of shorts got liquidated last night. So maybe this spike was a response to that. Not 100% sure, but let's look at how the Bitcoin price is unshaken by the Binance KYC hack rumor. Now, if you'd like to visit my website, check out all of our news stories, you can do that above bitboycrypto.com. So basically, the price this morning when I wrote this climbed to $12,000, and it looked as if we were going to be heading towards $15,000 very quickly, just like Bitcoin investor Max Kaiser, or Tweet Poet as he calls himself, said earlier this week. It looked like we were on pace for that. We've been seeing global currencies devaluing. We've been seeing the correlation between Bitcoin and gold going up, almost doubling the correlation between gold and Bitcoin, going down 50%. However you want to look at it, Bitcoin is, making moves on currency and on gold, which is great. So we knew about this story hours before we had the dump. So it stands to reason that this is really just another price rejection. We've gotten back above 12,000 and it didn't get up very long at all. It got up right up between about 11,960 and about $12,020 might have been the high. Let's actually double check that and see what was the high. 12,027, 12,033. Looks like $12,033 was the high. So it got there and it just got rejected, guys. We're having problems getting over this 12,000 number. And if you go back to when we were at 6,000, we were having trouble getting over the 6,000 number. Of course, at 7,000, it was the same thing. These are big psychological markers because people are taking out profits. So with that, the price pumped. The Binance news kind of made people nervous possibly, and so they wanted to pull the money out. So the Bitcoin price, while it was unshaken by the Binance rumors, we still had a price rejection. $63.4 million worth of shorts were liquidated this morning. So let's look at what happened with the Binance hack. So I've extensively looked into this morning, and unless we have new information, this is my opinion and thoughts on what happened, what we know, what we don't know. So basically what happened is there was a Telegram group. A Telegram group was opened up and it started listing hundreds of passport photos, not just passport photos, but people holding their passport photos. As you know, if you do KYC with exchanges or wallets, different things you may use in the crypto world, that's something they ask you to do to verify. Also, maybe provide a time-stamped, written out date along with the passport. So this Telegram group blew up. It got over 10,000 users in about a few hours, and people were freaking out. So CZ puts out this tweet and he says, "Don't fall into the KYC leak FUD. We're investigating. We will update shortly." And then, man, this guy, I tell you what that was is him trying to de-escalate this situation, trying to de-escalate the fact that regardless of when this happened, it appeared as if the KYC was compromised for Binance. So after he de-escalated that, his next thing is, with every setback, we have one more reason to fight harder to get ahead. And then you see here, he retweeted himself where it said, "No need to worry. Some negative news often turn out to be positive in the long term." There's no such thing as a positive KYC hack, honestly. There may be some measures that are taken after that, but guys, it's not a positive thing. So Binance put this out saying that basically someone had said they had 10,000 photos from Binance KYC and they wanted 300 Bitcoins in order to withhold those photos and not release more. Well, this is where it gets a little fishy because Binance says, "Oh, no. Those are obviously not Binance photos because if they were, when they got uploaded to our system, of course, they'd have a Binance watermark and they're missing." But yet, at the same time, they turned around and said, "We're confident that these pictures were from February of 2018. How do they have any idea what these pictures are? They're not time-stamped. They don't have a watermark. How do they have any idea the range of time that these were taken?" They immediately went to the blame game to say February of 2018 because in February 2018, as the bear market was starting, the bull market was wearing down, Binance signups were out of control. Bittrex and Binance both had to stop people from signing up for a period of time. Binance brought in a third-party vendor to help them with their KYC problem. Now, how do they know that these photos were from 2018 in February? And they immediately make the correlation that they hired another company if this really didn't come from Binance, guys. I don't think we're getting the full story here. So how about this also? If you have a third-party vendor and they're using your KYC, just remember it would only take one rogue actor, one bad employee there to jeopardize the KYC, depending upon the security protocols that are in place. But I think it would stand to reason. Now, maybe a developer will tell me I'm wrong on this, but it would stand to reason that when I upload a photo to Binance, which I've never did because I would never do KYC, or at least on Binance, if I upload a photo, the watermark is not on my photo I'm uploading. Now, when it goes through the system, it may put on a watermark, but I think it stands to reason that somewhere buried in the files could possibly be the original photo without the watermark stamp. I'm not 100% sure about that, but when you're allowing a third-party vendor to come in and take over some of those activities, then I don't know. Maybe that's something that happened. I think that probably is the most likely thing that happened here. I think CZ is underselling this. It happened last year, so this isn't new information. They don't want to give this person who's exploiting them any leverage, but I think that is what is going on. And guys, the day is here. I need to know. I'm going to put up a poll. Do you trust Binance? Because after this third event, even though chronologically it may not have been in order, I'm not using Binance anymore. Now, as a US customer, I'm not supposed to use it anymore starting in September, but I'm not going to be using Binance anymore. So I'm going to be looking for some American exchanges that I can comply with, that will have some of the coins that I want. We'll be talking about those on the channel coming up. But do you trust Binance, yes or no? Yesterday, we talked about Lolly. We did an interview with CEO Alex Edelman. If you guys go to bitboycrypto.com, you can find this story here and watch the video from yesterday. I will pop up the link to the video from yesterday so you guys can check that out. So here we go. Israeli banks not allowing crypto investors to pay taxes with earnings. This is insane. What is happening is if you mention Bitcoin in an Israeli bank, a lot of them, they immediately freeze and say, we will not help you anymore. If your earnings are only from Bitcoin, you might as well not even own an account there if you're a trader or something like that. Because immediately when those funds come from an exchange over to a bank in Israel, they freeze it so it doesn't actually happen. Or I'm not sure if freezing is the right word. They reject it so the deposit doesn't go in. This has caused certain Bitcoin holders and investors like Ron Gross to have liens placed on their house and on his scooter and on his bank account because he can't pay his taxes. He even went so far as to open a Swiss bank account and then transfer the earnings to the Israeli bank, but because they know he's associated with Bitcoin, they cut that off too. Have you ever heard of a place that prevents people from paying their taxes? Welcome to banks in Israel. If you want to check out a crypto tax service, I'll drop the link down below for Crypto Tax Trader. You can see that in the video description. Okay, last story. Kevin O'Leary thinks Pomp is irresponsible with his investments. On Squawk Box, we had Kevin O'Leary, a famous shark from the show Shark Tank, and Pomp on at the same time, Anthony Pompliano. And Pomp told Kevin O'Leary he has 50% of his net worth in Bitcoin. And Kevin O'Leary responded and said, I forbid that. That's insane. That's nuts. Don't ever do that. I would never suggest to anyone to do that. He said, only put 5% in any one stock and only 20% of your wealth in any one sector. What separates Bitcoin from stocks and other assets is this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and people realize that. People are willing to throw risk management out the window because they believe in this movement, they believe in where Bitcoin is going, and they believe that if they don't put every piece of disposable income they have into this asset, they're gonna regret it for the rest of their lives. So for that reason, a lot of people put too much of their portfolio into cryptocurrency, in Bitcoin, and things like that. But honestly, not financial advice, I feel like that is going to pay off in the long run for sure. But of course, it is important to do risk management at the same time. So maybe try to balance what you're investing in risk management. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. That's all that we got. Don't forget to visit bitboycrypto.com. BitBoy out.